Ek is 'n weduwee van 'n plaasmoord. Ek wil graag vandag vir julle 'n stukkie lees wat ek geskryf het so rukkie terug. My man is vermoor 2 jaar gelede voor my en my oudste meisiekind wat toe 6 was. Hulle het hom 6 keer geskiet. Die laaste een was 'n kopskoot. En dit is 'n totale verwoesting wat agterbly na so iets. Selfs nou 2 jaar later. Ons het 3 dogtertjies gehad. Mika wat 6 was, Misha wat 4 was en Miandra wat 2 jaar oud was. En ons seentjie Aya is gebore 5 dae na sy pappa se begrafnis. Today was the day that I died. It was a normal day. I worked hard for my wife and children, my princesses. As a bonus, God sent us our unborn son. Although a huge surprise, such a miracle. I cannot wait to meet him, raise him, love him. I'm a hard-working man. I am ambitious and I never give up. I love life and live it to the full. I have oh so many dreams for us. I'm a loving husband, a friend who will go out of my way to help others. I laugh easily and contagiously, and I always see the positive to every challenge. I am wise, I am strong, and I am deeply loved. But today was my last day. If I had known this, I probably would have spent it with my family. I probably would have laughed the entire day and cook up a storm, as I could do that very well. If I had known, I would have taken my family to a distant place where we would have our happily ever after. We have a good life, tough but good. We always say that we might not have it all together, but together we have it all. But today my son said, we had our normal routine at home after a long day, safely locked up behind burglar bars and electric fences. Together, we were happy. I was woken from my sleep with my wife hysterically screaming to see the biggest danger in front of us, with a gun pointed at her and our unborn son. I tried to keep calm. I tried negotiating peacefully, offering any and all material possessions if they would only leave us unharmed. But they shouted, they threatened, and they started shooting. They were here to kill us, as they bluntly said. My little girl ran screaming back and forth between me and the mattress she fell asleep on, terrified. My wife screaming and pleading. I couldn't stop the bullets as they ripped through me. There was no time to be prepared for this attack. I did not even have time to get up off the couch we fell asleep on. But I couldn't yet leave. They are grabbing at my wife. My daughter is negotiating with her piggy bank. She put up her little hand and she said, I've got money. Ek het 'n spaarbussie. Please don't shoot. All I want to do is get up, cover them, take them away, erase this moment, hug my screaming wife tight and tell her that it will be okay. But it is too late. I get up one very last time. It takes my every last breath, the 5 bullets burning in their path of destruction. I plead, please. More than that, I cannot utter. My blood is already everywhere. In that final moment, I cried. I cried for my daughter, witnessing what we did not even allow on television. I cried for my wife, terrified beyond recognition. I cried for my future with her stolen. I cried for my unborn son, who I will never get to meet. I cried for my 2 little girls in their rooms downstairs, who still have their entire lives ahead of them, now fatherless. I cried. I wasn't ready to leave. The final shot rang out, too fast to see it coming. But as it hit me in the head, I heard my wife and daughter screaming in agony of loss and horror. The fear of what is happening and what will happen to my family. Now all alone in the mercy of two monsters, cold-hearted killers. I was not ready to leave yet, but I had no choice. As I hit the floor, I was not frightened anymore. I know I took all the bullets for my family, just as I had lived my life for them. Today was the day I died. I never wanted this. It was too soon. And that was the day that I, Miandra Heunis, died too. With him died our hopes, our dreams, our future, our past. They took my children's father. They took our breadwinner. They took everything. In those next few moments, I had to make the biggest decisions of my life. In the next minutes, I had to decide to get the kids away from the house to safety. I threw them in the car and we drove to the nearest fuel station to phone for help, as they only took our 2 phones. In the next days, I had to start planning a funeral. I didn't want to have a funeral. I didn't want to say goodbye. In the next few days, I had to give birth to our son, alone. I had to say goodbye to the love of my life and then say hello to this innocent little life, traumatized even before he was born. I had to pick up these pieces of what was left behind, and I had to make the decision to get up, not give up, because he died for us. And if I stayed down, if I felt sorry for myself, if I kept quiet, it would be for nothing. All these murders in South Africa is blood spilt. The blood is crawling from the earth, but they have no voice. We are their voice. Enough is enough. We will not stop until we are heard. Thank you.
Enough is enough!